Hello, everybody, and it's TF2. Yes, it is. Welcome back. Today I wanted to just do some interesting headshot there. I wanted to do kind of like a post-commentary kind of video, just to review some gameplay and go over kind of what I'm thinking about and what I do when I play. Also, potentially giving a few tips and just generally talking about aim and how to get better at TF2. This is Uncle Topia game. Just chilling on Sniper here on Double Cross. It's pretty late at night, I think, so I'm pretty chill in this video, aim-wise, a bit sobered up as a result of the day. But yeah, see here, I'm heading to the dispenser because I am dying, critically low. Now, in this moment here, I know that there's a soldier medic combo below, and I think I see someone. Yeah, there they are. I've won my team that they are below, but I'm not exactly sure if they got the memo. If they didn't, that's fine. But, you know. See here, I'm, just going back to the dispenser. Thankfully, this engineer has this whole setup in our intel, so I can keep going back to it. I see it's getting spammed, so I kind of try to line up a shot. I really thought that was a headshot, but I guess it wasn't. But I'm going to get him anyway, because 50 damage body shots, make it pretty easy. Just gonna grab the health bag here and walk upstairs. I'm really hoping right now there's nothing and there's nobody kind of like camping our spawn, so I'm a bit wary, but it all turns out pretty good. However, there is somebody, there's a pyro here. Take him down quickly with the SMG. And now here I see there's an enemy sniper, and he is now in our base, which is unfortunate. I get chipped by something from over here, probably a scout. But I don't want to peek that if I don't have to, for now. I want to peek it on my terms. I hear a heavy revved, and it ends up, he's just chilling up there and dies to the kunai spot with the funky trick stab. Got poked in the face. The demo knight I hear is downstairs, so I think he did the exact same thing the soldier did, which he did. This time, however, he can't actually get upstairs, so everything's all good. I charge up a shot and just kind of miss. Now I'm waiting, and I finally get the headshot. I notice, again, they're taking our intel. I'm not exactly sure how they're getting in, but I think it's just scouts. I missed the shot on the scout, and I missed the shot again on literally everybody who was over there, so good job, me. I kind of want to hide my dot. Body shot the heavy, as usual. I'm just kind of waiting for an opportunity here, because there's not really much I can do. My aim is really just off. See, I'm trying to flick it back into position. I had no idea what the heck that rocket was doing. That was weird. But I see this demo knight here does a really good thing and crouches down. He does not continue the interaction. He knows that I know that if I headshot him and kill him, I get all of his heads. So he just nopes out of there. I fully charge a shot because I know they're going to be all overhealed. And as it turns out, the demo knight came back. He was just preparing probably with a health pack or something like that. I continue to constantly miss almost every shot against every enemy there. Now I see there's a sniper, so I gotta get serious. And now there's a heavy as well. So I'm kind of mixed between what and who to shoot. I don't exactly know who I shot there. 100 casual, 117 this pyro there. And that was the nasty headshot. That was pretty nasty. Yeah, I mean, it's not really that impressive, but that kind of flick was kind of insane to me. Yeah, I don't know what he's doing challenging that sightline here. I see the sniper, but it's just too late, and... Alright, we can see that I've respawned here, obviously. Alright, trying to check my surroundings. I see this demo knight, and I take the opportunity to hit a headshot, but it doesn't kill him. I do get the assist, though, which was nice. I'm going to just head back to this position here. Again, the pyro's back here. I don't know how they're in our base. I'm assuming they have a teleporter below. But once again, I return to this position. I just body shot this. He dies, apparently. I think he got pushed off the edge. I think the knockback killed him. But, that's interesting. I still think he's up there. A random heavy spawns out of nowhere. I see there's a dot in the wall, so I kind of try to throw off my movement. But, yeah, I think the heavy was having a friendly moment, and I kind of just, no friendlies. kill all friendlies, you will never know when they will betray you. I knew there was a dot somewhere around here. Yeah, there he is. So now I'm just going to play peekaboo with this sniper here. Trying to find out which side he wants to take. I hear somebody, yeah, he's getting a lot of headshots, or at least someone's getting a lot of headshots. So I'm kind of really just like hiding behind this big old building here, trying to view the sightline. I did not know this heavy was even there. He just popped into existence. I beef very hard on the second shot, and it's just ridiculous. I don't know why I lived here. I definitely should not have, especially with the beef, but I live. I survived the pyro assault. But once again, I'm dropping down because, I mean, of course I am. I killed a pyro, which was good, but he also still got the sentry, but it's whatever. The scout's trying to push me. It's the same scout from earlier, so I think he's filled with a little bit of aggression, and I don't really know what to do here. The Demo Knight charges in, but yeah, he's very quickly dispatched by the sentry guns. I'm just gonna hide and spawn. Not in spawn, I'm gonna hide in the dispenser again, just because it seems like a smart idea. And there's the scout once again. He's still in our spawn. Everybody's actually in our spawn. Get that weird headshot on the pyro, and he's just out of there. See, you can see I'm doing this circular motion, this wavy motion while I'm aiming. And I've discovered when aiming that this may possibly be a pretty interesting way to aim, actually. I got a very, very interesting headshot on that guy, and then once again, just a clean wave right into that guy. I think this could actually be a very interesting way to aim. I want to practice it more, see if it's actually effective. But by keeping your mouse in fluid motion, you are preparing yourself for an enemy that could potentially come near. Just quickscope the soldier, and he ends up dying. Pulls out his escape plan. Oh no, he didn't pull out his escape plan. I thought he did. Oh well. The pyro gets him, and he's not a huge fan of it, but I mean, I don't want them taking my intelligence, so yeah. I'm back to the wall again, preparing my wavy motion. As you can see, I'm checking for spies, because I know they at least probably have one. Every team probably has one spy. But this wavy motion really does prepare you for like enemies that could potentially be crouching, or higher or taller enemies. This pyro sees me doing the wavy motion, and I just say hi to him. He's on low health, so he's trying to hide. But I go back to it, and I'm going to keep returning to this for the majority of the gameplay. I see the scout running past. I try to flick, thinking that maybe he was going to run past, but I did not see him there, so I was like, okay, I'll hold on to the charge, but I miss anyway. I'm fully charging the shot once again, hopefully preparing for somebody. I expect somebody in that window right there. I'm expecting a sniper to go there, as the engineer just ragdolls onto the floor. But I'm expecting an engineer there, but there is no engineer. No sniper. There's nobody there. An odd headshot on the soldier. Then this Fist of Steel heavy just kind of like walks at us, and I'm kind of trying to warn my team that they're coming in, and yeah, there's not much we can do at this point. Good tracking on the medic, however, a very good amount of tracking. Get the fully charged body shot on that guy. I think that this way of aiming could actually be really good, but it really is for like hard scoping and stuff like that. Like quick scoping, it's probably not the best idea. It especially works with the Bizarre Bargain, because you very quickly charge your stuff up once you have multiple heads. So here I'm just trying to find a good enemy to shoot at, and that's just sad. That was really sad. Just kind of like a float towards the enemy right there. I see that they have a sentry, so I'm gonna try to kill it. I miss the first shot, but I hit the second and the third, so I end up taking it out in the end. I see the scouts here again, and that was just ridiculous, redonkulous shot right there. He was past the wall, definitely past the wall. Now I know there are two soldiers here, so I don't know what exactly to expect. The one guy has his escape plan out, so I'm thinking he's out of ammo. So I just aggress, and yeah, pretty easily beaten. So yeah, great, easy, yes, frag. Yes. But I go back to the wall here. I'm just kind of like preparing, doing the wavy motion again. I hit him for 150, and it killed him. And very quickly dispatched that sniper, 273 damage. Now, at this point, this scout is going to get really annoying because he's just pestering me and hitting like all of his pistol shots. Their medic is just kind of like charging into us, which was odd at the time. I missed that shot. I'm going to miss a lot of shots. But at 7 heads, this is kind of like, if you miss a shot, it doesn't really matter. I get a body shot, fully charged body shot, I think on the Demo Man. But yeah, I keep moving forward, trying to push my kind of like aggression in this area. This was a long match, but you could obviously tell I'm kind of going a little nuts, like a little brain crazy with this aiming here, because I keep just swaying and swaying and swaying as if it's like a pendulum, you know? Kind of like the waves. I missed that shot, which was unfortunate. I think he's a spy, but he's not a spy. He's just jumping around frantically. I reload. Now at this point, deja vu, I thought he was going to die again. But at this point, it's kind of like, alright, so no one's pushing, but there is a spy. Now, I'm not super aware of the spy, because I think the spy died. I don't have the match HUD up at the top, which is a huge mistake. Always have the match HUD. There's the spy. He ends up getting a backstabber too, so that was unfortunate. Now at this point, I am trying to focus in because I know there's a big push coming. I body shot their sniper. He's using the Huntsman. This guy, yeah, Demo Man, 150 again. The problem with the Bizarre Bargain is that, yeah, there's the spy again. I thought he died, but I guess not. The problem with the Bizarre Bargain really is that once you get heads, this guy was completely oblivious. But once you get heads, yeah, you can simply just body shot. So now I respawn, and I kind of want to take out this soldier, but I don't end up killing him in the end. Thankfully, however, he did die. Now, here is not something that you should probably do with this. I'm kind of like trying my best to treat this like a stock and like firing quickly. I hear that they have Uber, and it's just, I'm in the flame punch. I get a headshot on the pyro, which forces their Uber, interestingly enough, which was pretty nice. I know there's a scout here. I wanted to hit him, but I'm not going to do that, so I just have to SMG him. And hope that he dies. That's okay. Now, at this point, we introduce the Huntsman, and I'm pretty scared of that. I'm also pretty scared of getting mad milked, because it's kind of just like an Uber. Now, this was not wise, just kind of like standing here and, you know, just like offensively attacking this scout. It distracted him long enough for me to gun him down with my SMG, so that was at least worth it in a sense. Back to the swaying motion. Missed the shot, unfortunately, but I missed again, which really caught me off guard that time. But the swaying motion is not going to work every time, I've noticed. It's kind of like, well, just like the class hit or miss. But it did seem to be a very good way to just like calm your aim. Because like I know people have some very twitchy aim. I, for one, have had quite the twitchy aim in the past. And I'm trying to get rid of that habit, just having like this really twitchy aim and can constantly just kind of like, oh, interesting. Yeah, that was a good shot. It was a good shot. I did not see his head. I didn't see his head. I think I only saw his head for maybe like a frame or two. But anyways, I have quite twitchy aim, and I have quite particular aim in the sense that, like, if my arm and like my wrist isn't in a certain position and my mouse pad isn't in a certain way and my mouse isn't in a certain way, my aim is different, and I don't like that. I want to try to get to a point where my aim is kind of universally decent or good, no matter what's going on, you know, trying to keep things more consistent. I see the Huntsman sniper, so I'm kind of like very wary on peeking because I know he's just going to charge around and fire. We crits here, so not much is going to happen here, which kind of gives me a bit of an opportunity to talk about just kind of like generally good tips for aiming. Now, I know that one of the biggest tips for aiming is to simply just reduce your sensitivity. Huntsman. That was an interesting little, it's an interesting cam, death cam. One of the biggest tips that I've noticed is being kind of like thrown around for people when it comes to aiming.
What was that?
Nice. Something I've noticed is the biggest tip that I often see is reduce your mouse sensitivity.
66.
This was crazy.
Yeah, right,
This was crazy. How did he not kill me? That was ridiculous. Oh, and there's the spy. Okay. But I've noticed that
Very wise words.
a lot of the time people recommend lowering your sensitivity. I, for one, have quite the highest sensitivity. I've been told that not many people have seen the just immense level that my sensitivity is set to. It's not, I would say personally, for me, it works. I would say having such a high sensitivity works. Because I cannot deal with just being slow and having slow motions when flicking is so important. My sensitivity, I use a G502 Hero mouse. So, you know, those funky little mice. My DPI, my sensitivity, is set to 2000. Now, I understand sometimes it's not super high, but I mean, it can be super high. Actually, no, wait a minute. My sensitivity is not, it is not 2000, actually. It's 3000. One whole thousand up. Yeah, my DPI is set to 3000. My in-game sensitivity, I believe, is somewhere around 1 or 2 sensitivity. That was, yeah, I had no idea how that happened. That was unfortunate to say the least. But when it comes to sensitivity, it's like, I prefer faster sensitivities because it allows me to react to situations in a way that gives me essentially a full view of what's going on and allows me to react to things just so much faster. Like, if there's an enemy in the air, I need to quickly flick to him. I'm a big fan of flicking, but when it comes to heavy, I just have trained my wrist in a way. Not trained, but realistically learned to kind of just slow it down a bit when tracking, which makes it very effective. However, higher sensitivities make tracking much, much more difficult. Which is why that swaying motion really, really helps. It also keeps you constantly at attention when you're swaying your mouse, you know. Yeah, I can. Yeah, see, I get right back to it. Oh my goodness. But I think something to help a lot of people aim is just remember what kind of weapon you're using. I think something that I often fall into, the trap I often fall into, is forgetting what type of weapon and the projectile or method of attack my weapon uses. I played Battlefront 2 on the Xbox for quite some time, and I learned very quickly, okay, all of these things are projectiles, or seemingly are projectiles. And I think that translates over to my TF2 play, where I believe that certain weapons just, my brain is trained, conditioned to believe that this weapon is a projectile. That was a funny angle. But in reality, they're not. The attack gets to the enemy instantly, so just remember, your attack gets to the enemy instantly when you click. I think that's something pretty important to remember. But another thing to remember is just to stay calm. An interesting breathing technique I learned from one of Jerma's oldest videos is to breathe in deeply with your nostrils, and then, well, breathe in deeply, but not too deeply to the point where you can hear it. And then exhale, forcibly exhale, and attempt to slow down your heart rate. And continue that until the condition begins to get better. I don't know how that missed. I shot the ball, but okay, well, that's fine. But I think it's a very good way to slow your heart rate and just slow your aim down, because your aim is about your reflexes. And if your reflexes are incredibly, I'm calling the medic here to get some overheals because I know he's going to fully charge headshot me. He probably is, I believe he does. But when it comes down to the aim and stuff like that, it's seriously, seriously helpful to just calm yourself when you're aiming. Because you can see I'm stressed here, because I know this guy's fully overhealed. He has a medic or something fully overhealing him, so I'm gonna have to do more damage to him. And I end up killing him. I think I got him. I can't remember if that was him or the soldier. I think it was him. But seriously, aiming is about your reflexes and how you treat your reflexes. Something also, like you can see, I'm just like flicking for no reason when I don't have to. You see that? It's crazy how I'm doing that. But as the match comes to a close, I'm just kind of like, well, I might as well just throw out some random options here. And that was a really good example of just like calming your aim and tracking the enemy. Because in situations like that, where they're just kind of like jumping around, you just gotta calm your aim as sniper. But as the match comes to a close, I'm just kind of like, well, I might as well just do something, just because. But before this video ends, I do want to think a little more about aim in a way that isn't just simply like, you know, lower sensitivity. Lowering sensitivity is important, but there's a lot more that you can do, and it's all mental stuff. So slow your brain down, take some time, take some breathers, and prepare yourself. I thank you guys for watching, and I will see you next time. This is a bit of an experimental kind of video type. I don't know if it's really going to work out or what, but I don't plan on making all kinds of videos like this. But I do plan on at least making a few of these like this, just kind of like post commentaries, you know, just to go over gameplay. And, you know, get better at the same time, and hopefully help you guys get better at whatever endeavors you're looking for. But I'll see you guys next time, and God bless you on your journeys, and have a wonderful, wonderful day. Goodbye!